total collapse. And that's not a headline. This is what just happened to Chuck Schumer on CBS.
You and 9 other Democrats helped avert a government shutdown by voting for a Republican-written bill, which many Democrats have been angered by, and we've seen it described as a civil war, as a train wreck. Many Democrats believe, you know, if you have a government shutdown, that will force President Trump and Republicans to the negotiating table. Why not use your vote to push back and fight?
Because the idea that they would go to the negotiating table is they don't do it. This is a new group. This is not the old group. Let me explain. I knew when I took this vote there'd be a lot of protests, but I felt I had to do it for the future, not only of the Democratic Party, but the country. Because here's as bad as that CR bill was, and it was bad, a shutdown is 10 times worse. Let me give you what happens.
And blamed on the Democrats.
And you're right, Gail. But can I just explain
But you had been saying
this was not supposed to go like this, because here's the twist. This wasn't some hostile ambush interview. No, this was supposed to be friendly territory. You know, Gayle King, morning show setting, soft lighting, the political equivalent of like a pillow fight. And somehow it turned into a 5-alarm dumpster fire. Now, here's where it gets even worse. While Donald Trump is sitting in the White House in 2026, the Democratic Party is dealing with something way more dangerous than Republicans. They're dealing with their own voters, angry, confused, demanding answers. And Schumer, well, let's just say he walked into that interview trying to explain his shutdown vote, and then he walked out looking like he just discovered the questions were real. Now, we're talking about a moment where leadership cracks, messaging collapses, and even allies start asking, wait a second, is this guy serious? And what you're about to see, this is not just a bad interview. No, this is a political unraveling. The media is desperately trying to smooth over. So stick with me, guys, because this gets wild. And hey, if you appreciate breakdowns that actually connect the dots instead of pretending everything's fine, watch somebody walk into a situation way too confident and you just know, for a fact this is about to go sideways. Yeah, that was your boy Chuck Schumer on CBS News.
The leader in question, that is actually what people are debating right now. There are people in your party who don't want you to be a leader in the party anymore. And it's a question of what is this moment and what does it require? I want to ask a question about that moment involving the Venezuelan deportations and the court hearings around it. Put the charges or lack of evidence or whatever against these men aside for now, and let's just talk about the interaction of the Trump administration and the court.
Yes.
They seem to take the position that this court doesn't have jurisdiction over them, and you have Tom Homan saying he doesn't care what the judge thinks. What did Democrats do if and when the Trump administration defies a federal judge?
First of all, we have to have rule of law. People say, well, that's not me. If we get rid of rule of law, the 248-year tradition in America, this democracy is over, okay? So it's vital to stop it. There are two courts.
How do Democrats do that?
There are two courts. One is the court of public opinion. And the public has to make, if this happens, they have to make their voices known, Democrats, Republicans, everyone, in the strongest terms, because it's ending our democracy. Now, but we also have the courts. And so far,